let you know how we're going to do this tonight. I'm going to share the presentation, speak a little bit, and give you some facts. And then I'm going to just take a 2-minute break and allow members and also guests to decide if they want to hear more. I'm giving you that option tonight. And I'm going to highlight 3 major concerns as we go forward, and let's go on with this presentation. So just look at this little clip that I'm about to share.
It is now clear that we have entered a recession as bad or worse than in 2009. We do project recovery in 2021. In fact, there may be a sizable rebound, but only if we succeed with containing the virus everywhere and prevent liquidity problems from becoming a solvency issue. A key concern about a long-lasting impact of the sudden stop of the world economy is the risk of a wave of bankruptcies and layoffs that not only can undermine the recovery, but can erode the fabric of our societies. To avoid this happening, many countries have taken far-reaching measures to address the health crisis and to cushion its impact on the economy, both on the monetary and on the fiscal side. The G20 yesterday reported fiscal measures totaling some $5 trillion, or over 6% of global GDP. It is very important for those ahead in taking action to share their experience with those still behind.
All right, so that takes us to the first major concern, or the first major situation in all economies. You just heard that clip is from last year, and that is Mrs. Georgina from the IMF, and you would have heard her said that we have entered a recession. And for those who do not know what a recession is, it is when you have 2 or more consecutive quarters of negative economic growth. You are hearing the global pandemic of what is happening in the world, and this is a major, major problem. You are hearing that certain fiscal and monetary measures are being placed, and you also heard her saying that those who have weathered or who have some experience in weathering this recession should actually help the others, those that are behind. And you know, the recession reminds us of some things. Actually, Ben Bernanke, back in 2008, this is what he had to say. September and October of that year was the worst financial crisis in global history. And that included the Great Depression. That was back in 2008. Well, what are people saying right now about the recession that we are facing actually now? Well, let's look. I feel like the 2008 financial crisis was just a dry run. So people are saying it feels as it was a dry run, meaning that this one seems to be worse. This is already shaping up as the deepest dive on record for the global economy for over 100 years. And this is the author of The Curse of Cash. In fact, how did we get there? Well, this website here gives us information as to the debt clock with regards to where we are. $28 trillion. I remember back in 2016 when we were doing this presentation, it was just mere in the first digits, right? And you would remember it, but within the last, you heard Mrs. Georgina mention certain fiscal measures, and you have seen how it's actually doubling and tripling and increasing so rapidly. So this is something you need to go and look at for yourself and get some information. Okay, so The next situation the world is faced, and this is in any economy, it does not matter which currency you earn, is inflation. And what is inflation? It is the increase in the prices of goods and services due to the decrease in the purchasing power of our currency. In fact, if you look at this chart here, you would see how the US dollar has been falling, how the power, the purchasing power has been eroded over the years. This chart shows 1913 to 2019, and you would see that the US dollar is really just worth cents. And you know, this is something we need to pay attention, especially in the Caribbean, because most of the Caribbean countries are pegged to an eroding dollar that is losing power. And some of the effects of purchasing power when it's reduced. Actually, in our country, Trinidad and Tobago, this is a real example. In 1992, a single level 3-bedroom home was worth $165,000. But today, you have to come up with 1.6 million TT dollars in order to purchase the very same home. No frills, no attachments or no further things with it. And you know, inflation causes certain social effects. And this one, why I always highlight this, is because we were privy to be in Paris with a number of our leaders from Trinidad and Tobago, and we were prevented from actually visiting this site. And do you know what? This was brought about because of the increase in gas prices by just 30 cents. Look at the effects of it by just that little increase. And to us, we would say little, but to these people, it meant challenges or obstacles in their lives. A third change or a third challenge is technology. Things are rapidly changing. In fact, the economies of scales are usually devoid of innovation. They depend highly on private parties to drive progress. However, what we are finding, they are on average 5 to 6 years behind advancement. And I know this is what happens in our country and many of the third world countries. We are so far behind that by the time we think we catch up, it's because something has gone further. And I'll give an example. This is self-driving vehicles. So here what I wanted that entire video to play, that clip to play for it to sink in, because we had a budget recently and we have now gone and our government is saying they are looking into CNG and bringing certain things. And then you know what? There are electric cars already out in other countries, first world countries, but you are seeing a fully self-driving vehicle. And many here that many are adopting and already have. But are we there? No. So why are you here tonight? Well, whoever invited you, and for those who are seeing it for a second, third, fourth, fifth, it doesn't matter. A reminder is very good. I want to let you know how money has evolved. This has to do with finance. So if you have a problem speaking about money, I want to let you know, put it aside a little bit, because you need to pay attention how it has evolved over the time. And let's look at it. We learned about the barter system in school. One thing exchanged for another, and we hope it has the same value. It moved on to gold and silver, and many people know that gold has true value. However, it became very bulky, very risky to move about. So the powers that be brought in the new paper currency. And guess what? This is backed by nothing but the very fact that you and I decide that whatever we think it has value of, or whatever denomination it has, it's agreed upon. So it's an agreement that we agree that we get value when we exchange it or when we pay for things. It moved on. And I am from banking and also from insurance. And I remember when the card systems were coming in and people were scared in Trinidad and many other countries. In fact, some people still are. But we moved on again and people not paying attention because they are not using it or adapting quickly. Digital systems such as PayPal, WePay, Perfect Money, Apple Pay, and the list goes on. Well, a new form has come into play, and this is the highest form, I believe. It is cryptocurrency. Back in 2016, when I started learning about it, it was now being spoken of, even though existing for a longer period of time. So let's look at it in a little bit of what it is. Cryptocurrency is digital money that uses blockchain technology and cryptography to produce stores of value that can be utilized as forms of payments for goods and services. The value is not based on any bank or central bank or country, but it operates similar like gold with regards to supply and demand. When was it invented? It came about by the name of Bitcoin, the very first, back in 2008, when it was created to be a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. But it went open source at 10 cents US back in 2009. Mind you, the person who invented it is still anonymous to this day. It may not be one person, it could be a group of people, and yet the whole world is rushing after this particular cryptocurrency because it started first, but it's anonymous who brought it into the world. In fact, blockchain technology is similar, people would think is similar to digital, and that it records and verifies transactions just like any other digital system. However, there's a difference with blockchain, and this is what makes cryptocurrency works. It is cost efficient. It helps in tracking and tracing anything of value. So I'm only speaking of money tonight. And it helps in eliminating any attempts of fraud, duplicity, and fraudulence. That's power. Some notes that you should know about, some things you should take advantage of getting the information and the right. Since 2016, there has been a rapid growth of where blockchain technology is concerned. If you look at the chart, you would see that it just keeps going up and up and up, over 8,000 plus cryptocurrency. Why? Because within the past couple of years, from 2016 to 2021, blockchain jobs have become the second fastest growing sector in the job market. So if you have children, I think this is something you need to pay attention to. 3 times the Lincoln jobs postings have been for blockchain related jobs. 36% of financial services executives said that their companies are preparing to make blockchain technology investment in the next 3 years. And I can tell you that we have seen this happen already. This is not happening, it has happened already because there were many large institutions that was never involved with cryptocurrency. And if you go look right now, you would see that they are creating their own and some are buying up whatever they can in this market. Because I'm from banking and along with many other members, we started to look at what the authorities were saying. And you know, the G20 are nations that come together to discuss laws, the financial rules and regulations and so on about different districts. And back in March of 2018, the bankers were speaking of cryptocurrency right in our country, but at the same time, the G20 was discussing the legality of it. And some had different opinions. But what grabbed my attention is that certain countries that we work with were saying it's legal, like Canada, like United Kingdom, like United States of America. And you would see a list of many others that were looking at it. A few months later, it was a mad rush. It was sudden, and they were rushing to say that they will regulate crypto assets for anti-money laundering. And this is a necessity where any form of financial payments are concerned, where you have anti-money laundering guidelines. In fact, they reaffirmed this back in 2019, June, where they said they are reaffirming their positions on regulations. What does this tell you? It's not going away. It's not going away. And what will happen is we may become end users. But who needs it? Who would need to use this type of money? Well, I want to tell you that the World Bank tells us that there is 40% of the world population is unbanked. Unbanked meaning that they cannot open a bank account. What they do have though is access to internet and a smartphone. And believe you me, this is what is needed to operate cryptocurrency. These same people will go to different countries to work, and because of not having a bank account, they would have to use remittances. They would go to MoneyGram, Western Union, and many others in order to send money to their loved ones. These fees are exorbitant. They are high. And remember, the blockchain is cost effective. So this is going to be a very helpful thing to members in this field who are using the remittances market. Another thing, crossing borders is very difficult. When you cross border, you lose value. For example, I purchased my US dollar today. When I come back from wherever I go or travel or pay and I have to change it back into my money if I wish to use it. Some people accept it, but it don't work like that all the time. And guess what? We lose value. We lose value. With cryptocurrency, because it's digital, because it can be tracked and traced, guess what? There's ease of settlement. There's cross-border purchases that can be done. And you know what? It is accepted worldwide at the same value. It is no longer that buying and selling, losing of um, currency value when you're traveling and having to change. And it helps in protecting wealth. If you notice, Bitcoin started at 10 cents and today a Bitcoin is no longer 10 cents. Those who bought it at 10 cents are very happy. Those who bought it at a very higher rate may not be so happy as of today. However, when it goes up because of how it operates and how it works, and there are many other cryptocurrencies. In fact, I'm going to introduce you to one, and it comes with many other things. So I am going to pause here and let you think about it. If you look at this little, if you look at this little slide, if we can show you a more efficient way to use money, would you be interested? Why I say an efficient way, where you can have a higher value, but at a reduced cost. Ain't that something? Yes, I want to say in what? I want to say type in the chat if you want to know about this value, but if you want to know how you can use money and use it more efficiently, and you should be typing yes, 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 yes. As the Latin people would say, cinco, 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 and so on, because it's something that is going to add value to your life and to your family's life and for everyone that's crossed your paths. So let's look at it. What is our proposition? Our proposition tonight is to become part of our one ecosystem. Why? Because we are centered around people and we are driven by the future of payments. We are centered around the people, and we are driven by the future of payments. Active in 194 countries, we have over 3.7 million users, and we have over 140,000 businesses, merchants who are using our cryptocurrency, and you're going to hear more about it. Our aim through our OneAcademy, that's our main product, and you will understand, is to provide, our aim is, and I want to highlight it, we want to provide you with a digital passport and an operational manual where you can actually exist in this world. Our mission is to enable a global community. Our aim is to increase the quality of life of our members using our one ecosystem, to provide alternative and equal access to practical and relevant financial education to people worldwide. We want to ignite a natural financial evolution with educated minds, invite opportunities for economic growth, and create new market opportunities. That's our mission. And how are we going to do it? Well, you're being introduced to the first educational level where we actually help and mentor you in finance. Through our one ecosystem, our OneAcademy helps you learn from home. And we offer so much in our first level, and we have 7 levels in finance, which you can decide to start from small and move up, or you could just buy all 7 levels at the same time. As the slide says, we make it easier for you. We also have that technology that is driving, this technology that is driving many things, blockchain. And we make it available again from our one ecosystem through OneAcademy. And we make it easier where you can understand what is blockchain, how it works, the characteristics, and much, much more. We are not done here. Everyone is different. And we have education in Forex and trading, where we have our one ecosystem providing the education through One Forex. And we have a coach. We have gone a step further. We have a coach that makes it easier for you if you are interested in learning this skill. I want to remind all members, our founder said that this is a winning ticket to understand the Forex and trading world, because as you deal with paper currency, it would be wonderful to understand the principles of trading with cryptocurrency as well. We are not stopping there. We have the laws on cryptocurrency, geographical legalities of the cryptocurrency, understanding the taxation, the fiscal regime, ICOs, and much, much more according to different jurisdiction. And this has 4 different levels. And we are not stopping there. We also help others to learn how to use it, about e-commerce, how to market your goods and services on online shopping and accept our cryptocurrency. In fact, I refer to this as a second economy. And we are not stopping there. We are saying we also provide education for children 5 years and over. And our aim is to empower them to become independent and productive citizens who understand the basic concepts of money and finance. This is very important. We are biblically encouraged to train a child from infancy so they do not depart from their ways. This includes finance. This includes finance as parents and educators and colleagues and business people. We need to do this. And we do it through the adventures of Super Ted. This is our hero. We are happy about him. And we have different modules about making money, how dreams come true, the history of money, making the money go around, and much, much more. So I am almost to the end, and I'm saying, how does this work? You who are looking on for the first time, and you who have been here and didn't understand the process, this is how it works. You select your education package in whichever one, whichever discipline you have decided. But we get something free with it this year, tokens. So this comes free. But we all have a choice to say, yes, I want it, or no, I don't want it. I would say yes. What happens is these tokens go through a process called splitting, and you can have one minimum or more splitting. If you notice what happens with the tokens, when you have one split, it doubles. When you have two, these two double. It goes through the process of mining, which you would learn what this means, and it ends up being the cryptocurrency. If you understand what mining takes and the sort of energy and cost, you would understand the value you are getting by having ones at the end of this process because you selected an education package. If you had one, it goes straight into mining. And this is how it works. Back in 2015, the value was 50 cents euro. 2021 and 2020 last year, this has been the new value. So some of us have gotten real value increase in that we have increased purchasing power. What does that mean? It means that in this new economy that I mentioned, where we have usability, deal shaker, I can actually have more purchasing power than I usually would do 1 year later with my TT dollar. You all understand that? If I go to the supermarket right now, or if I was in front of a crowd right now, and I asked you, would you receive more goods for 100 TT dollar today or next year? Most of you will say today, because we know next year we will get less. And you know what? We shake our heads and we agree with this as if this is the norm. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. And this is why cryptocurrency is so valuable. It is where we get value increased through our purchasing power with our platform where we can use it. And there are many other ways to use it. And I'll show you a little clip to show how you can use it and what sort of products you can use it for right here that occurred in Trinidad and Tobago. Let's take a look.
Trinidad Hilton was today the host to a Deal Shaker Expo, where shoppers had the opportunity to peruse a vast number of booths and pay for their items totally or in part with cryptocurrency. The event, put together by the One Life Network, was an effort to promote the use of cryptocurrency, which they believe represents the future of trading.
Since I arrived already, I have done my massage, did my nails, I'm having my hair done later on, I'm buying a dress, I bought a house. What else can I ask? I came all the way here with my coins, which I mined with a value of cents, and now I'm using it with a value of more than 20 euros.
Wow. Wow, I want that thinking. I would like the audience who are looking on. Isn't this value? Isn't this better use of your money? Listen, we are doing a Zoom call, and this is the new norm, as some people say, and it is until the pandemic, until we get other solution. Type in right now in the chat. Get involved in the presentation and tell me if you do not think cryptocurrency makes sense at this point in time in your life with regards to people losing jobs and value being increased in your purchasing power of this kind of money. Type in now. Type in now because the opportunity is there for you to agree. And if you agree, this is the time that you need to start to share. So I am saying you are presently in the economy, wherever you are in this world, seeing this presentation, whatever you are earning. What we are telling you to do is become part of our one ecosystem by being a student again, by rethinking, retooling, restructuring your mindset through our OneAcademy. That's our product. And we have many disciplines, 5 of them, that you can decide and accept what comes free with it. Why? Because when it goes through the mining process, you will end up with coins. And what can you do with your coins? The coin has a value of 42.43. And at this present time, you can participate in another economy side by side as you exist in the one that you're living in. That is power. The company also tells us that if we decide to share and invite and tell others this news by promoting, the company will pay you additional income. I mean, this is powerful. So I want to say the choice is yours. You can decide in either staying in the old economy and not going over to the new. My suggestion is being part of the boat. And we in OneAcademy, we say learn today and lead tomorrow. I say learn and earn together with us through our one ecosystem, OneAcademy. I want to thank you very much. And at this point in time, I'm just taking a little break and asking if some has to leave, I say farewell. I hope I added value to you. And I hope that it made you want to look back at this presentation. But there is another part of this that you was just told about, additional income. And as I change my slides, I leave you with a little note for you to know what is involved in it.
Here it is. Show me the money.
And that is to get you excited. That is to get you excited because additional income should make anybody during this pandemic at this point in time happy. So I just changed my slides for 1 minute. Thank you. All right, so I'm back. I'm gonna open the slides. All right, so for those who stayed and for those who are seeing this for a first, second, third, fourth time, I want to just highlight some things. You remember I said if you choose to promote, this is for the ones who are interested in making additional income. This attracted me and I am no longer working for anyone. This is my source of income and I have 4 streams of income. If you notice on top, the company says you can earn a starter bonus, you can earn direct bonuses, network bonus, and matching bonus. If the starter bonus is all given to you in more tokens in order for you to end up with more coins. So whatever you earn in this starter bonus, it gives you more coins because you get all in more tokens. However, when you start every other account, starting from the starter package, and you will see the packages in a little bit, starting from the smallest package, you are entitled to a direct bonus and a network bonus. Network meaning that you're working with more than one person, and direct meaning directly you invited the person. So you started as of tomorrow. As of tomorrow, and you started 1 week after Sunday, the company would pay you commissions, 10% of direct. And if you had a team on your left and your right, the company says they are going to pay you a network of 10%. That 10%, that you got is broken up into a cash account where 60% of that 10% is given to you in your wallet. And I'll let you know what you can do with this. And 40% is given to you in your trading account, which is to get more tokens in order to end up with more coins. You see this 60-40? I love this because as our ex-banker, Republic Bank did the very same with me when time to give us profit sharing. 60% was in cash and 40% they made us buy more shares. It's a good way for us to have more of the product that we are actually using because we are using the ones. However, it is a good way to force a good habit on people where you actually could save a percentage of your earnings. So we look at the packages. From a starter package, you will notice the different levels of education. And you see, this is finance. We have different levels: starter, trader, pro trader, tycoon, new life. These are just names, but you have different education levels attached with it. The company is from Europe, so you have your euro cost, and the person that invited you could give you the cost in TT dollars. Each of the package, you get tokens, and I will show you how the tokens work. And each of the package, you have splits. If you notice, some of these packages have 6 splits. And as I mentioned from the previous slide, you get your 10% and your 10% with your direct and your network. But this slide shows you the bonus for each level for being in one of these packages with additional. What the company says is that because you help teams, they will open up other commissions for you. So from the trader, another level opens up 10%. From the pro trader, another level opens up again. You get 2 levels. In addition to your 10 and your 10 with your direct and your network. This really intrigued me because guess what? In insurance, it works the very same way with commissions. And our team leaders make income based on they working with me, and so on and so on. We have the blockchain courses that has level 1 and 2. And what you should know about the blockchain is that it's an auto mining, meaning you normally have to submit these into mining, and that don't get worried about that. All of this you would learn. But the blockchain is auto mining so that you do not have to do the manual, meaning like click a button, move it to the side to submit. However, this package, which is such a beautiful package, actually educates you on the cryptocurrency and the technology. So I love this, but guess what? It opens up every single bonus. So you have to decide the cost to you and what discipline you would really like to retool yourself with or relearn and get involved. The legal also opens up all levels and is 4 levels and it's also in auto mining, and you would see the cost. So the finance starts from €140 all the way up to 27,500 euro. The blockchain starts from 1,030 to 2,030. The legal starts from 280 euro to 1,030. And then we have the Forex, which gives additional information, more videos and stuff with regards to Forex trading. And we have attached a coach that if you choose to have lessons with, you can do. We also have a special package called the 3 days to recession, and it just gives some extra tokens and so forth. We have a package for everyone. What you should note, and I'm going back, at the side here is your max that you can earn because you have one of these. So if you only had a starter, the most you can earn every week is 700 euro. That means if you introduce this business to many people and you start sharing it and you will get an income, it means that if you had earned 800 euro in that particular week, the company only pays you 700. That's just how it works. They have a max ceiling. That's why you need to decide which level, because if you notice, the trader has a higher level, the pro trader, and so on, but there's levels that has the same, which is from tycoon higher. Blockchain has different amounts, the legal has different, and even the Forex has different. So this is a lot of information to gather, but what you need to do is you need to purchase your education first, and then decide if you would like to market this and earn additional income. I say, why not? Learn and earn together, because it's the only online academy that actually gives you that opportunity. Right now, everybody in UE has to wait until they are completed to get a job, unless their schedule allows them to have a job at the part-time, on the side or part-time. So it's a win-win situation, and I love it, because guess what? We are being educated in new technology, something nobody has ever brought to the masses. Nobody. We are normally end users where technology is concerned, and this is the opportunity. And I just want to say that Deal Shaker is what you can do. I'll go back to the slide, is what we use to use the coins when you have your coins. But I want to just give some other information, what you can use. The company says that when you earn, and I'm going back to this slide, when you earn the 60% here, you can use up to 75% of whatever is in here to purchase education levels. And that means if you are marketing it, you can use it to purchase educational packages. So that's how you can pay for them. So you invited me, and I needed to give you either TT or euro dollars for the package. You happen to have the euro dollars in your wallet. You could tell me, listen, no need to get euro dollars. I can get this for you. I will handle it because I have it. You just pay me the TT, and you will have the TT equivalent up to 75% of the cash account, whatever you have in it. If you do not have cash, guess what? The company says you can use the very coins that you are getting. So when I saw a company is allowing me to use 50% of my coins, it means that the coins are valuable to them as well. Why would a company want to take back something that is not valuable? And that makes me not use my coins. Me personally, I rather earn my cash by introducing other people and use my cash account rather than use my coins. But if the need do arise, I can do it. I can, because I know the power of that increase in purchasing power. And I have experienced it. You saw the Deal Shaker, and I'm just going to show you on the screen just how it works as an example. So just bear with me as I share. All right, so I told you all that every package has tokens. Everybody's seeing that. and it has something called splits. What happens is any time a company offers a stock split or a split in finance, and these are finance packages and is fintech, what happens, something increases and something decreases. It decreases. So to give an example, unit trust in our country, why I'm using that, because this was a real example years ago. They had the first scheme, which was around 20, it was a bit more, 20 TT dollars. So if someone had 100 units, they would have had 2,000 words in unit trust. However, unit trust applied a stock split or a split in finance, and this decreased the price to 10. But what it did, it increased the number of units for members who were there already to 200. It doubled. So somebody that had 100 by 20 now had 200 by 10, which gave the same value. It gives the same value, but the person now has more units so that when dividend time comes around, they can actually earn a higher dividend with their returns. Our company says the tokens go through the same I'm clearing the screen, the same process. So I'm going to use the blockchain. The blockchain package level 1 gives 10,000 tokens, and I would like somebody to help me calculate 10,000 tokens, and you get one split with it. However, you can combine more packages and get 2, but I'm showing you one first. What happens is that this 10,000 will double. So by 2 will be 20,000. At the present time, one coin is equal, one of the cryptocurrency is 425 tokens is needed to create one of those. And when you divide that, you end up with 47 and some digits, 0.0588 and so on. 20 digits, leave it there. If I multiply this number of digits by the value of 42.43, which is the current value in euro, it is worth 1996 and some cents and more in euro. You would have paid 1,030 euro. But because of this effect of that one split, you now have a higher value. Why? Because just as the stock split occurred in unit trust, something doubled, but something decreased. And what decreased for you is the cost of creating the coin. And that would have mean that you would have created the coin at a lower value so that when the current value is used, you have this higher increased purchasing power. And that's how it is. It's one split. So one split would have meant that this price would have been decreased to know what you created the coin with through having that one split, what the system gave you. If you had, and again, if I clear it, if you had 2 splits, guess what happens? 10,000 would have become 20,000. And then that 20,000, you have to wait for the splits, which will happen on its own because this is auto. And this would be 40,000. I'm using a different color so you could see it clearer. If I take this same 40,000 and I divide it by 425 tokens, you will end up with 94.11 and some digits. To know the value of these ones or the cryptocurrency, you have to multiply at the present rate of 42.43, which will give a euro value of 3,993 and some cents. What does this tell you? Something doubled, but something decreased. What decreased to you is the cost of creating the coins. And this comes free with your package. This package with the 2 levels would have been 2,030 euro dollars, and you would end up with about 94 of these ones, or the cryptocurrency that we call ones, that we have in our one ecosystem. And you can use it on our platform, or you can use the coins, as I mentioned, to purchase packages and sell. You could purchase and sell, buy and sell. Because if you market this to other members just as you are being introduced, guess what happens? You can use the coins, and you are the person that they are paying to send the value to the company. So this is the power of ones. This is the power of our one ecosystem. I hope that I added value tonight. And please note, I never use the word investment. We sell education. I am showing you how the process worked if you accepted what came free with the packages. And guess what? Many of us accepted the free tokens, and we bought many other packages. My husband and I, we have all the packages because I love the education. I teach people in Forex. I teach people in finance. I help the children in finance. I also help people with the law. So I just recently purchased, because I'm looking for the next lawyer or next lawyer to be in a child that wants to understand the laws in cryptocurrency, that I can market this business to. Do we have a win-win? Absolutely. This is the one ecosystem that has use of everything. And for all those seeing this for the first time, I want you to get excited. Get excited, not because of any hype. Get excited because you're being empowered first, and then getting value of usability. I want to say good night, everyone, and I thank you. I do hope that we see you next Monday, and we also have other programs. Get back to the person that invited you, because we need this business at this present time with the pandemic. As you can see, I am sharing this presentation at night, and it can be shared forever and ever on the internet at any time that we desire. I thank you. I want to say blessed night to everyone, and I look forward to next week, where I may be presenting or there may be another presenter. Blessed night, everyone. Get back and get excited. Make that decision. Get back to the person that invited you and ask all the relevant questions. Thank you, everyone. Good night.